Hey everybody, this is Nick from DeCryptoCat, where we focus on easy passive crypto income sources because I want to be as lazy as my cat is, all while earning enough money to live my dreams. Now I'm bringing you some beep breaking news from Forex Shark, the creator of the Drip network that I just released a video on a few days ago. This is a new thing that is a sub-project of the Animal Farm, which is on a whole is a yield farm, but it now contains 3 separate ways to earn money in the system, which will all work together in the Drip ecosystem that he's developed. This newest project is called the Piggybank, and it launches in just a few hours, as you can see here, which is why I wanted to get this video out right away. Now, if you're familiar with the Drip Garden, the Piggybank is going to be very similar to that, but with the addition of time locks and time lock bonuses. You can earn up to 3% daily ROI on your principal, and if it performs anything like the Garden did, the 3% ROI will only be available in the first week or 2 of the project, so it's important to get in ASAP. So I'm going to show you how to get started real quick, and in doing so, I'll try to explain how things should work. Now, the first thing you need to get started is the Pigs BUSD LP tokens, and that basically means that you need half Pigs and half BUSD. So you need some BNB or BUSD to get started. If you have BNB, then you need to go to somewhere like PancakeSwap and swap it for BUSD. Or if you have BUSD, then of course you're good to go. So you're going to take your BUSD over to PancakeSwap, and you're going to we can click here to go to the Pig contract here. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch this to BUSD, and we're going to switch the bottom one to Pigs. Now, if you don't have Pigs already added here, you can copy paste this contract address that's up in the URL and paste it in, and it'll pop this up, and then you won't have to. It'll be in your results from then on. All right, so now we have BUSD and Pigs that we can swap, and I'm only working with $4 here because I already made my LP tokens, so I just brought in a little bit of money that I can show you this for example. But basically what we're going to do is you're going to take your BUSD balance, but we're going to take half of it because we need to keep half of it to create the LP tokens. So in this case, I have $4, and I'm going to convert $2 of it to Pigs, which isn't going to give me a whole lot of Pigs, but hey, this is just an example, right? All right, so we have half of our BUSD that's going to buy Pigs, and I'm going to click swap, confirm the swap. Open my this pops open my MetaMask, which you probably can't see. All right, and now we're complete. So now we have $2 of BUSD, and we have a little bit of Pig left. Now we can go over to the Animal Farm. All right, so now we have our Pigs and BUSD. Now we just need to make the liquidity pair token. So we're going to go under liquidity here and go to add Pigs LP. And then you're going to click on max one of these. Now I have more Pigs than I have BUSD to pay for, so I'm just going to click max on the BUSD. All right, and then after a second, the supply button will show up. You're just going to click on supply. It's going to show you how many LP tokens that it's going to generate. You're going to click confirm, and then you have to confirm it in MetaMask to complete the transaction. And it's been completed. So now we're going to go back to the Piggybank. And I had some balance already here, of course, but you can see that we just added the 0.00583 Pig BUSD LP tokens. So that'll show up in here in just a minute. Now, once you have your LP tokens, you can insert them here by clicking max or typing the amount of LP tokens that you want to generate. And then you can click a button that will be right here that says Buy Piglets. Now, Piglets in the frame of the Drip Garden are equivalent to the plants, and the Piglets are going to earn or generate truffles, which are equivalent to the seeds in the Drip Garden. Okay, so you're gonna insert your LP tokens and click Buy Piglets, and then you can also choose how many weeks you want to lock this for. Now the lock isn't required, but it's going to give you bonuses for how long you lock. And the longer that you lock, the bigger that the bonus is going to be. So you can lock anywhere from 0 to 1 to 3 years. Now, we don't know how big those bonuses are going to be yet until the contract launches in 15 hours. But Forex is prompting that they're going to be fairly hefty bonuses, especially once you get past a year. So as for my strategy on this yet, I don't know, but I'll definitely make a video once we expose those bonuses. We'll be able to come up with a good strategy for how we should do locked bonuses here. All right, so once you have your piglets bought, you're going to start earning truffles. And whether you put this in a time lock or not is, like I said, it's not required, but your time locks are going to show up down here in this table. There's no limit to the number of stakes that you can have. So you could do a stake for 1 week, a stake for 2 weeks, a stake for 3 weeks, and on and on and on and on, and have a giant table here. And that would give you basically a revolving source of money. Now, it's important to note that you cannot harvest your LP tokens, your truffles that are generated from the lock until the lock is complete. But you can compound the bonuses that are generated anytime during that lock period. So you can actually multiply your initial principal during the lock period to give you an even bigger payout at the end. Now, even though you can't harvest them, there will be an emergency unlock feature, but you're going to pay a 50% penalty or so to be able to do that. So regarding the bonus that you get during the lock period, it's going to trickle in during the first 75% of the stake length. You're going to get 30% of the bonus, and then the rest of it will filter in at the last 25%. Now, Forex also implemented a cool airdrop system for the Piggybank, and basically what you can do is you can choose the amount of Pigs LP that you want to airdrop and the address, and you can set it to be a locked period anywhere from 7 days to 3 years. This is a really cool way to motivate your team and reward them for depositing under your referral code. Now, I'll certainly be doing airdrops to my team just like I have been doing for my drip team. And the reward tier system hasn't been developed yet because I'm not quite sure how the reward system is going to be implemented for the Piggybank. But if you guys join under my referral link for the Piggybank by the first week ending on March 12th, I'm going to give an extra reward of a Piglet airdrop for probably 2 to 3 weeks. The amount will be unknown, but it's going to be a lot more than anybody joining afterwards. So make sure you get in there right now. I'm going to set a minimum limit of $250 deposit to get this extra special bonus, but I'm going to make it worth your while. So definitely click my referral link down in the description and join our team. We'd love to have you. We have a very great team. We have a great Telegram group going right now. It's brand new, but we're going to have a lot of great people and a lot of great info in it. So go to my Connect page over here and come on down to the bottom to join our community. We'd love to have you in there. But if you do join, under my referral link to the animal farm, please come into the Telegram group and let me know. Give me your wallet address, and so I can verify everything and send you this bonus. All right, so that's the basics of how to get into the Piggybank contract. And make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, click the bell notification, because I'm going to be featuring this a lot more, and I'm going to come out with a strategy video of how I'm going to implement my balance to give you some suggestions on how you might think about doing yours. But that was the basics of it. I'm going to scroll down here and go through a little bit of the white paper, and then I'll get into a little bit more of the details that I might have skipped over earlier. So like I said, you can earn up to 3% ROI a day on your principal. Your principal can be increased through time locking multiplier that creates an extremely powerful opportunity for compound growth. This compounding, guys, is huge. This is something that Drip doesn't have. But again, Drip is a steady 1%, whereas the Piggybank and the Drip Garden is a variable percentage that's based on your actions, not only on how often you compound versus how much you claim, but how that ratio works out compared to the rest of the community. So of course, the longer pays better mechanics with nonlinear and an increase in principal in buying for longer than staking. So the longer you stake, the better bonus that you're going to get. If you stake for 3 years, that bonus is going to be huge. But with the long stake, in the crypto market, who knows if it's worth it, right? And again, just like I was showing you, you can stake airdrops like I'm going to do for my team. Guys, come on in to stake $250 or more, and I'm going to give you an extra bonus stake. It'll be well worth your while. And just like I mentioned earlier, there is an early end staking ability just in case you have to pull out funds, in case some emergency comes up. But there's going to be a severe penalty for it. And I believe he said it's going to be a 50% penalty, and then 100% of the penalty that is paid goes to the stakers who did not emergency end stake by the end of their stake. And you can have multiple stakes, as many stakes as you want from the same wallet, no problem, allowing you to set up interesting lock strategies. You can set up one for 1 week and another for 2 weeks and another for 3 weeks, and you can set those on a cycle so that you're continually getting bonuses and continually getting daily ROI. So the multiplier for time locking rewards is placed on the staker's principal, not tacked onto the claimable divs at the end of the stake. And this is really key because a lot of times the bonuses will just come at the end. And in this case, you can start getting the bonuses at as the contract progresses, or as the time lock progresses, and then you can compound that in and make your principal even bigger as the time lock continues, making your end principal, your end ROI, your end bonus even bigger. This could really go pretty crazy if you take what the Drip Garden has done and add in a lock multiplier to that. It could really be huge. So this makes the bonus rewards for time locking stakes exponentially more powerful as the staker compounds the increased ROI generated from the bonus multiplied principal. Bonus is not fully applied, just like I said earlier, on day one of the time lock stake, and is instead applied through the principal using the displayed distribution curve. So you get 30% of the bonus being paid little by little in the first 75% of the stake's length, and then the rest is added exponentially to the principal in the last 25%. So you're going to get a little bit every day during the first period, 3/4 of it, and then at the last period you're going to get thrown the whole rest of the chunk. And if you want to do referral rewards, you have to have dogs staked in the single staking pool, which is over here in the single staking right here. And depending on how many dogs you have staked, results in how much of a referral reward that you get. So you have to have at least 2 dogs to get 1% of your referrals deposits. And then it goes for 2%, you need 3 dogs, 3%, 5 dogs, 4%, 8 dogs, and 5%, 13 dogs. So if you have any interest in growing a referral team, certainly hit me up. I can try to help you out with that. But you're going to want to get your dogs early, because as the referral rewards and the necessity for referrals grows with this program, the dog price is expected to rise, just like it did for the BREAP token and when it was required for drip referrals. So that's one reason why they're saying to buy the dogs now, because the price is decent. It's $63. It's been hanging around there, and that's a decent price for what could be a fair amount of referral income. All right, so that's it for now on the Piggybank introduction. It's launching in just a matter of 15 hours or so, and we could not be more excited. So click that link down in the description, get started. If you have questions, please ask them in the comments below, or come on over to my Telegram group. I'll be happy to help you out and get you started. Don't forget that if you join by March 12th under my referral code and put in a minimum of $250, I'm going to give you a special Piggy Lock bonus. But if this is anything like the Drip Garden that I'm in now, this is going to be a great passive income source. And you know us at DeCryptoCat, we love passive income sources because passive can be massive. See you soon.